Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is your teacher Usman Ali, and we are discussing today a couple of the slides from the chapter, and again they are related to the covered interest arbitrage. Now as you are watching this video in the very last of the whole process, so you have watched plenty of videos before this and now you know the whole process of this covered interest arbitrage. So what I will do is that I will just explain it very quickly here. The calculations are already done and I will match this with my other numericals for you people, okay? So first of all, we need to see in any covered interest arbitrage numerical that which rule will be applied, borrowing rule or lending rule should be applied on the foreign currency actually. So if we see here, Chicago Bank expects, so Chicago Bank is a US bank which is having US as a base currency, so US dollar is our local, and they are expecting that the exchange rate of the New Zealand dollar, so New Zealand dollar would be our foreign currency, will appreciate. So here the foreign currency is appreciating. When the foreign currency is appreciating, ladies and gentlemen, against our local currency, if you remember the video of borrowing and lending rule video, so what we do, we actually apply the lending rule. Means you should lend money in that foreign currency which will appreciate against your local currency in the future. Okay. Currently, it is like this, that 1 New Zealand dollar is equal to 0.50 USD. This is the spot rate, okay? And we expect it to become 1 New Zealand dollar equal to 0.52 USD actually. So it means that the New Zealand dollar is appreciating actually in the future. So we apply the lending rule. Means we're gonna invest money in the New Zealand dollar here. Now, what we'll do in step number 1? We will borrow money, that's my step number 1. Okay, I will borrow 20 million US dollars. That's step 1. Then what I will do, in my step number 2, I will convert that $20 million into New Zealand dollar. So this 20 million USD will become 40 million New Zealand dollar actually because of step number 2. Then what I will do, I will apply step number 3 actually to the process. In step number 3, I will take this 40 million New Zealand dollar and I will deposit it with the bank which earns 6.48% for 30 days to me, okay? And then after this, I will go to my step number 4, and my step number 4 is what? Just to wait and watch. I will wait. Then once I wait, then in step number 5, I will take back my money from the New Zealand bank. So which would be like the future value would be equal to the principal amount plus the interest that I have earned. So the principal amount was $40 million New Zealand dollars actually. And the extra money, which is based on 6.48 30 days, you know how to calculate this because of our previous videos. We will get 2,16,000 New Zealand dollar extra due to this thing. The total that we get is this much, which is step number 5. Then what I will do, I will convert all of this money I have received in step number 6. I will convert this 40 million 2,16,000 New Zealand dollar into USD on the conversion rate given here to us. When you convert it, we get this much USD. What should I do with this? I should return the loan in step number 7. Okay. So in step number 7, I will take this money and I will try to return a loan in 30 days with 7.20% interest. So this would be again future value is equal to the principal amount plus the interest amount, ladies and gentlemen. We took a loan, or I took a loan of $20 million Chicago Bank actually, plus extra money. So as per 7.20% with 30 days, if we do this calculation in the future value formula, we will get $1,20,000 extra money that we need to pay. And the total amount of money that must be paid is this much, 20 million and 1,20,000 will be paid back to the bank actually. That's my step number 7. And then what do I do in the end? Step number 8, In step number 8, I try to subtract the cash outflows from the cash inflows. Okay, so this is my inflow, which is 20 million 9,12,320 minus my cash outflow 20 million 1,20,000 USD. So when you subtract it, you will get the profit, which is here 7,92,320. I will highlight it for you people. So this will be my profit. So the purpose of the video was just to once again to take you to the whole process. And I didn't went into the individual calculations, just like unlike my previous numericals, because we had already very comprehensively discussed how the overall calculation process works actually. Okay, now let's go to the second slide also, because I earlier said that we're going to discuss a couple of slides. In the second section, in the second slide, Chicago Bank is expecting the exchange rate of the New Zealand dollar to depreciate here, not appreciate. So if it is depreciating, the foreign currency is depreciating, then we're going to apply the borrowing rule actually. It means that we will borrow in the foreign currency. So in step number 1, I will very shortly write here S1, I will borrow 40 million New Zealand dollar. Then in my step number 2, I will convert this into USD. Okay, that's my step number 2. So I convert 40 million into USD, it becomes half, which is 20 million. And then in step number 3, I will deposit this money, okay, in an US bank, which with 6.72% for 30 days. Okay, and then what I will do after this, it comes my step 4, where I will just wait for 30 days to go or pass on. And after that, I will move towards my step number 5, in which I will receive my 20 million plus extra. The extra here is 1,12,000. That's the total money I will receive. Then I will move towards step 6. I will convert this USD into New Zealand dollars. Okay, so we do this conversion, we get this much money actually. Then what I will do, then from this, I need to give back the loan, which is my step number 7. You know how to do the calculations here. According to that, the return of the loan would be like, I took a loan of 40 million, so 2,32,000 would be extra taken. That's the money that I'm going to pay back the bank. And this is the money that is my profit actually. How did I calculate this? I calculated it by cash inflow minus cash outflow. So the cash inflow we have is 4,900,000. Okay, and the cash outflow is 40,232, this much. So if you find the difference of this, you get like 1,668,000 New Zealand dollar as your profit actually here. You can convert that back to USD, or you can do that previous numerical technique here that only convert that much USD which is needed to finish the loan. What is this technique I just introduced? You already have learned it in your previous numericals, numerical 1 part A, part B, numerical number 2. So we are not going to repeat that. You can watch that video and then you can get an idea of that as well. So this is the lending and borrowing rule. These were the 2 slides actually which I left in the chapter. I wanted actually to discuss it with my pen for effective communication, and I was very brief here. No individual calculations were done, because you know how the process works, as this is the last video in the sequence actually. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Stay safe.